6 nights a week at 9 p.m. for 51 years. WVIA radio listeners have heard this.
Good evening and welcome to Mixed Bag. This is George Graham in the hour.
The man behind the microphone all that time has been Carbondale native George Graham.
I'm probably one of maybe a half a dozen people who originated the format as something that is, not top 40, it's not classic rock. Actually, what I was doing back then has become classic rock over the years.
Spearheading Mixed Bag, the station's alternative music show, is only a fraction of what Graham means to WVIA. He was hired as an engineer in the early 1970s to help get the radio station near Pittston on the air. He flipped the switch and stayed. And while almost everything about how we listen to music has changed, Graham has not.
Now, obviously, the on-demand aspect of music has certainly profoundly changed media in general and radio in particular. But I think there is a place for listeners to be able to turn on something and derive some pleasure from it without having to be so actively involved with it.
Graham quickly added the job titles of cultural curator for the region and promoter of local talent. Graham also heads up the station's homegrown music program that's hosted hundreds of local artists and bands over the years.
It's been a kind of a crucible of the music scene in the region, so it's encouraging to see that sort of thing happening. And I like to think that I was a little bit a part of it here.
He's done much more than a little bit in his 53 years at WVIA. That tenure will officially come to an end in January. In retirement, he'll talk a little less and listen a little more.
If I have some time to listen to music, I'll listen to jazz.
But he's not actually leaving. Graham will stay on as a volunteer to help run WVIA's jazz record label. He can't completely walk away, especially after a challenging year for public media. In August, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting announced its closure after Congress stripped it of its federal funding. That leaves WVIA with a $1.2 million hole in its annual budget.
We have been dealt our hand, and so our management here at WVIA, I think, is very good, and I think we're going to, survive in one way or another.
Graham has ushered in new eras plenty of times before. This one, he'll watch from outside the studio.
Every day, I'm so grateful that we have been able to do what we have been able to do, and hopefully we'll continue to do that in one form or another as time goes on.
If public media's future is uncertain, George Graham is a testament to its perseverance. Stacy Lange, Newswatch 16, Luzerne County.